My name is Monique Martinez. I'm from Redwood City, California. Born in Stockton and moved over to Redwood City when I was 5 and been here since then. My family is very musical. A lot of people in my family, some of them don't pursue it as much, but my grandfather was definitely the one that kind of inspired me to explore the musical world. He played in a trio, and just watching him at our family barbecues just play his guitar just had me mesmerized. Growing up watching artists like Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston was probably the biggest influence that made me want to tell my mom, hey, I want to start singing. It gets a little emotional because she made a huge difference, and when people didn't believe that I was able to do anything with music, I mean, a lot of my family members would sit there and kind of laugh like, what? You're gonna sing music? Oh, please. Just go to school, become a doctor. Everybody's dream in the American lifestyle. But my mom, I begged her, I literally begged her to please put me into singing lessons. And finally, we found somebody, and at the age of 7, I was able to start singing, and from there I never looked back. I describe my genre music. It's got a little soul, more on the pop side, but when I'm singing, I just have so much soul inside that it's like it has to portray, and it comes out with the vocals, and that's just part of the whole R&B sound that comes out with it. Being Mexican American and going into the R&B genre, that has been the biggest, and I say biggest challenge, because my name is Monique. A lot of people would ask me, well, what is your ethnicity? Because I don't look like I'm French or African American, and it's kind of funny because when I say that I'm Mexican, they kind of just step back like, what? You're singing R&B music and you're Mexican? Best believe it. It's what I do. I mean, it's part of the musical background that I grew up with. A lot of R&B music was in my household, which is rare because a lot of Mexican American folks or kids that would grow up would be typically listening to cumbias, merengues, and bandas, and I just grew up listening to Motown, and it just makes who I am as an artist. And it's difficult because, you know, people have their assumptions, their opinions about who you need to be and who you should portray, and in the industry it's really hard because being a female, you're supposed to wear a little less or talk a little less, but you kind of have to like suppress that, and you have to push aside the egos and just continue to be you, and the acceptance of that is always very, very difficult because people are not really receptive to it. I've been trained since I was really little, since I was 7, to sing Broadway music, a lot of pop music, placed in a box basically to say, no, you're gonna sing this music, you're gonna like it, and you're gonna just master it. And that was me rebelling, saying, no, but I have so much soul in me, I have to sing R&B, and I do feel at home when I sing R&B music. It just speaks to me in a different way than a pop song would. I mean, yeah, you hear music, you want to dance, but R&B touches a little bit of my soul, and it just comes out that I can connect with it really well. My fans, you know, when I come across them, it's such a it's a rejuvenating feeling. It's a great feeling because somebody that'll come up to you and say, oh my God, I heard your music, and I was going through ABCD when I was listening to it, and you just helped me through. I feel like that's the best feedback you can ever listen to and ever receive. It's always good to get a little personal with people that connect with your music. You can see the emotion, you can see the gratefulness, and they actually do listen because you have a voice. And they see that if you're coming from such a small little community, this small city, and you're actually doing something that's big. And I think it's pretty sweet. I mean, what can you do? You can come from New York or San Francisco and people won't know, but Redwood City, if you know, this is my hometown. People accept you a little bit more like, okay, she's really putting her city on the map. That's important.